Hello, sister friends. It's Jenny here, and episode 3 of Sister Wives Season 19 has just aired. Some good, some bad, some boring, some shocking. Let's talk about it all. Okay, so we are going to start off with everybody getting ready to go to Logan and Michelle's wedding. Do you remember in the last episode I was saying how odd it is that they're just talking about this event that's going to happen, but they wouldn't say what it was, and I was guessing it was Logan and Michelle's wedding? Well, now in this episode, they're calling it a wedding, but because the couple doesn't want to be on television, they're just going to call them the bride and groom. Again. Is this because we have a new production company and they're completely unaware of the Sister Wives fandom and how we know everything that's going on, and we could kind of put 2 and 2 together, and when there was a big family wedding that everybody was going to attend, it had to have been Logan's? I totally appreciate the fact that he does not want to be on camera. I get it. And I 100% respect that. I feel like he kind of showed up in the back of the sprinkle event for McKelty. He also showed up in the back of Christine's wedding a little bit. They could have done a better job of editing him out. Now, Michelle doesn't mind as much as Logan does, because we see her all the time. She was clearly there at the wedding. We saw her multiple times at the wedding. We saw her multiple times at McKelty's sprinkle, so it's obviously Logan who has an issue, and I respect the fact that he was forced into it when he was a kid. However, what's worse, that the production company mentioned Logan and Michelle's name, or the fact that Kody and Robin went on and on and on, and actually Janelle too, because production asked them questions all about the wedding. And they were dishing information about it. I would think that they would not want to be on camera and not want anyone to talk about it. I don't think they're going to be that happy. Or at least Logan is not going to be that happy when he sees this episode. That being said, I'm going to talk about it only because it doesn't involve Logan and Michelle at all. This is all about the relationship between Kody and Janelle. And actually, Kody and Robin and the rest of the family. Okay, the beginning of this episode was chock full of information. When it came to the wedding, Christine said that the last time she talked to the bride said that Kody was not going to go to the wedding. Just like that. So he did say he was not going to go.
The bride and groom, last time I talked to the bride, they'd been told that Kody wasn't going to go. Same thing with Robin. I don't know if she's even going to go.
According to Kody, he said he called them up and said he thinks it's best that he probably not go. Now, why? Why would a father not want to go to his firstborn's wedding? Why would a father not want to go to his firstborn son's wedding, which seems to be significant in this denomination? I don't get it. How can you possibly deny your child your presence as their parent at their wedding? Kody's response?
The reason I suggested I shouldn't go is just all the hate that I'm getting from family members.
Translation, it's all about me.
Mostly just all the talk from Christine and Janelle.
Kody doesn't want to go because people don't like him. But he doubles down and says, it's all talking from Christine and Janelle. That's it. People aren't talking nice about him. First of all, there is no talking going on. They're just speaking the truth. Kody does not understand. Anytime somebody speaks the truth, but it doesn't make Kody look good, he calls it shit talking. That's his word for it. That term just is gross to me. First of all, it sounds like something you would say, again, in middle school. How many times have I said his behavior and his words are something that are like a 7th grade boy? I swear that's as far as he's matured. They're not shit-talking him, but let's say they were. Again, for argument's sake, let's believe Kody. And he has 2 ex-wives who aren't so happy with him. Is there any parent in the world who would not go to their child's wedding because their ex-spouse wasn't talking kindly about them? I don't think so. I would venture to say 98% of ex-spouses don't talk that kindly. That's why they got divorced. They don't get along. Now, out of all the divorced couples in the world, I would venture to say most of them still went to their kid's wedding. And did he really think that Janelle and Christine would make a scene at Logan's wedding? No. He knows better. He knows there's no way they would do that. In fact, I think deep down inside, I think he knows that they're really not saying bad things about him. His ego is just bruised because they're pointing out truths, and he doesn't like it. Again, it's Kody projecting, the thing he does so well. Anytime he knows he's doing something, he is always saying it's what either Janelle or mostly Christine is doing. They're not doing it, but he says they are, and he thinks we believe him.
We don't.
All right, so let's go back to the point at hand. Because somebody's saying something bad about you, you're going to refuse your son your presence at his wedding. Father of the Year. Unbelievable, isn't it? Unbelievable. I don't care how absolutely rotten somebody would be to me. There is nothing in the world that would keep me away from my kids' weddings. Nothing. Okay, maybe if I was in the hospital and the doctor said I was not allowed to leave. Gosh, I would just dig up and take out a loan if I had to and figure out a way to change the date so I could be there. Like, listen, I know you put a deposit down on all this stuff. I'm going to pay all those deposits. Can we change it so I can be there? I can't understand. I can't relate to him at all. Okay, one of Kody's favorite words is coming up next. Which one do you think it is?
Think. Think.
I'm thinking.
If you chose culpable, you are right. Let's watch.
We're all culpable in this.
And can I just point out, you're not all culpable. I mean, everyone has a part in a divorce. Certainly nobody else is culpable with the fact that you're not attending Logan's wedding, other than you. Luckily, he came to his senses and he went. We have a lovely break with Kody at Coyote Pass. Do you think he's going to be wearing gloves? Yes or no? Well, if you said yes and no, you would be correct because we get a scene of him putting his gloves on. Why is he at Coyote Pass? He's at Coyote Pass because he's confused on how he's going to configure this land. So we are going to measure again because we don't have the dimensions on a piece of paper that we could use graph paper, or we don't have the ability to go onto a computer, use a graphic design program, and figure out how everything's going to go. Nope. Got to put a stake in the ground and walk out manually.
I'm out of Coyote Pass and remeasuring things. I'm just trying to figure out what's the best configuration. I don't know the answer.
He says, I can't figure out how I'm supposed to divide this land. No worries, no dividing. Janelle doesn't want hers, Mary doesn't want hers. Christine's already given up hers. It's all yours, Kody. Enjoy Prairie Poop Land. So according to Robin, she was contacted specifically and asked, please come to my wedding. And she's worried about Saul and Ari getting hurt. Again, what does she think these people are going to do at the wedding to hurt them? Other than say hello, dance a little bit? Is there anybody who's not going to give Saul and Ari a hug? No.
The person who's getting married specifically asked Kody and I to come. It's a little tense. I am a bit concerned about Saul and I are getting sort of caught up in that. I don't want them to get hurt.
But if Robin can keep them away and say, I think this just might happen.
Victim. Yeah, they all victim.
Therefore, I'm going to protect them and not let them go. She can then take this molehill and turn it into a mountain. And I think she did. Was Saul and Ari at the wedding at all? Let me know down below. She has said over and over and over that she wants this family together again, but yet demonstrates over and over and over again that she is withholding her children from participating with the rest of the family. And we saw in the last episode that Christine said she has invited Robin's kids to everything up until her wedding. Because back then she said that when she reached out, she got no response from Robin's kids. And therefore she did not push the issue. I bet Robin's kids were invited to McKelty's Sprinkle. Didn't go to that. You know they were invited to Logan's wedding. Don't think they went to that. Please, again, correct me if I'm wrong. Now, the older kids, I believe I saw at the wedding Aurora and Brielle sitting next to Robin.
Interesting.
We've heard nothing about the family not accepting them. We heard nothing about they were ostracized, except that after Kody admitted that he was not going to go, that he's on the outs with the family, he's uncomfortable, he doesn't think he should be there, it's going to be uncomfortable to see and interact and mingle with the family. What did Logan and Michelle do? On the seating chart, they had Kody, Robin, and I guess the girls maybe, at a separate table, far enough away from the rest of the family. They listened to what Kody said and responded appropriately and tried to make him feel as comfortable as possible. And yet, this is how Kody manages to take it and twist it all around, make it about how he's a victim.
Robin and I were put over kind of in a corner, probably for our safety. We were kept, it was just in the back. And Robin saying, this is just not right.
Yeah, you asked for it.
Okay. Just listen to Kody's words. You know what? It's priceless that this section of footage on the show shows a car going, so you don't even see Kody's face. All you do is hear his voice. Listen to him pout like a child.
I don't want to be there with people looking at me but not talking to me.
I don't want to be there. I don't want people looking at me.
It's not about you.
Somebody needs to remind him this is his child's wedding. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You can't even make this up, that this is his explanation for why he wasn't going to go and why he literally called them and said he wasn't going to go.
I'm still terribly hurt by everything that has happened. And so I'm not in the place where I'm like, oh, I'm just forgiving you guys, so it's all good now. I'm just not there yet.
Kody says he doesn't want to go because he's still so hurt and he's not in that place where he can forgive them yet. That's what he said. Oh, I need to have a t-shirt that says you can't script it. Honestly, I feel like I say that with his talking head and couch interviews all the time. He doesn't want to go because he doesn't think he can forgive them for how he's been done wrong. I'm sorry. The twisting of roles is amazing to me.
Epic.
Zero responsibility for what he has done to cause the divide in this family. It's all about Janelle and Christine. And he's not ready to forgive them yet. So he's going to hit Chuck E. Cheese instead of going to his son's wedding. Awesome. We have a little section of Robin being confused again.
Aspen got married a month and a half, 6 weeks before we moved to Flagstaff.
He's officially part of the family.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you.
It's just so painful to think of where we were at back then, at least where I thought we were at. I don't know. I don't even know anymore what's real anymore.
Anything positive in the past, she will acknowledge, but then quickly say, I think that's how it was. I don't know. I I don't know what's real.
I don't understand.
Okay, so we now have a breakaway to Christine, who says that Mykelti is not able to go to the wedding because she's pregnant with twins. She's on bed rest, I think, but nevertheless, she definitely can't travel. The doctor put a kibosh on her traveling to the wedding. And Christine said it was such a shame, and I thought she was going to say it's a shame because Mykelti was really close with Logan, or Mykelti really respected Logan, or Logan had a soft spot for Mykelti. But that's not what she said. I was just so surprised with the follow-up of why it's a shame that Mykelti can't go. This is what Christine had to say.
So the doctor's like, no, you're not going. Which is crazy because she's like such a good mediator.
What? Is she? I mean, let's talk about this. Is Mykelti a great mediator? This is the problem. Christine is enabling Mykelti in this delusional fantasy that she is the bridge that crosses over between Kody and Robin and the whole rest of the family. First of all, it's pretty clear that Logan remained in contact with Kody and Robin. So Mykelti was not the only one that was friends with them. And I do believe that Isabel as well was still talking with Kody and Robin. If there was ever really going to be a bridge, it probably should have been Truly. Truly is the one that was closer to the kids' ages. She would be the one to play with them. So she not only would be close with Robin and Kody, but also the younger children. But no, Christine and Mykelti keep saying that Mykelti is the one who is the bridge in this family. So where are the examples of her being a really good mediator between the family? I believe there's only one example. There's only one that comes to my mind anyway, and that is the day that Christine was moving to go to Utah, and Mykelti insisting after Christine said, no, we're not getting the whole family over here. This isn't a celebration. This isn't a party. I'm just going to quietly pick up and leave. I've already said goodbye to everyone. Everyone knows I'm leaving. It's fine. Nope. Mykelti put her foot down. We are going to prove that we are still a family. And Robin and Kody and the kids, they're coming over here today.
That is literally the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Let me handle this. That idea is just the worst.
That idea ain't worth a velvet painting of a whale and a dolphin getting it on.
It didn't go so well.
I think that it's awesome that we can all be here to show that at the end of this all, we are still a family. It is what it is, and we should just all be grateful that even through this, we can remain a family, and we can remain together.
So it's very apparent how awkward we all are, but Janelle and her kids are on one side, and Robin and Kody are on the other, and none of us wanted to be here.
Thank you.
Okay, safe travels. We'll see ya.
Nobody was happy. Everybody was uncomfortable. It was awkward. There was a lot of silence. There was confusion on the little one's part. Ariella, she had opinions. And this is the scene that I clipped into the last video about episode 2, where Kody is pretty much berating Truly. Are you excited about going? You're not excited? What? You are excited? Well, where's your smile? I don't see your smile. No smiles? Okay. I'm sorry. Basically, sucks to be you, Truly. Yeah, that was the scene. And it ended with Christine in tears.
All right. You guys need
I wouldn't have asked for this. I didn't ask for having them all come over. It was important for Mykelti, but I certainly didn't need it. It's worse than I thought it would have been. Thank you. I think this was the worst goodbye that I've ever witnessed.
Such a great mediator. What are you talking about, Christine? What are you talking about? Oh, goodness, let's go on. Janelle says that she is a little bit nervous, but basically just for the initial interaction because it's been so long. All of the adults and most of the kids were last together at Isabel's graduation party. And that was a year and a half ago from this wedding. Been a long time since those 4 adults were together in the same room. So there's some nervousness. But Janelle admits, listen, I'm just nervous for that initial hello to everybody. And after that, I don't care. It's my son's wedding. I'm going to dance and have a good time. And I can just ignore everybody. Their family is so big, it is easy to just interact with other people. Kody is saying the problem is things are hostile with Christine. How are they hostile? I think he just throws out accusations just to do it and just see what sticks. If I throw enough of them out and people complain and point out that I was wrong about a few, that's okay. Because then the other ones, people won't take the time to look into, and I can make other people look bad. How is Christine hostile? I don't know. And we get no examples from Kody. So I think it's untrue. We've seen Kody hostile with Christine, but Christine has been like, let's try to be friends.
The kids don't need to be involved in the issues with their parents.
True, Robin, the kids do not need to be involved with the issues of their parents. The problem is, the issue is between the kids and their parents. Kody done some of those kids wrong in a major way. He didn't invite Savannah over for Christmas.
Kody and the boys had a fallout. I know that Kody did not see the boys over Christmas because of it. But because of that, apparently, he didn't see Savannah either over Christmas.
Does she?
No, I don't think he's talked to you, right, Savannah?
No, he hasn't spoken to me since my birthday.
Since your birthday?
Uh-huh.
Savannah's birthday is the beginning of December. And it's middle of January.
Like, what? What?
And when he didn't invite Savannah over for Christmas, this is when Christine's girls were going over for Christmas.
Nothing for Christmas. That's what floored me the most. Look, I get that you're busy or whatever, but it's Christmas. He didn't even send a gift home with Truly, Isabel, and McKelty back to the vacation rental for Savannah. Nothing.
It's just cruel. Do you think that maybe Savannah has a little bit of issues with Kody?
How are you doing?
I don't know. I'm angry at him, mostly. And I was really sad because, it's my dad, but now I'm just angry at him.
And no communication over Christmas or anything like that?
No gifts, no nothing.
You kidding me? Are you kidding me?
And the boys, we don't even have to go into that. The whole COVID situation and the rotten, miserable things that Kody said about his boys.
You're just kind of jerks. I don't want to be around you. And I'm tired of it. And I don't want to call them, and I don't want to talk to them. Because if one of my little children were to die because somebody had to get his pencil wet, that made me so mad.
This is why they don't get along. And Maddie, well, she has her siblings back. She's seeing everything that's going on, and she's like, I don't like this. I don't need to be around this man. And my children don't either.
You go, girl.
So, of course, Janelle's interpretation of her interaction with Kody is just that it was just odd and awkward because they'd been married for over 30 years, and now it's come down to him just waving and saying, hey, periodically throughout the course of the evening. Why wasn't it more than that? Well, Kody explains.
I saw Janelle, and I didn't want to talk to her. Whether I'm right or wrong, it just still feels just deep, deep wounds of betrayal for me.
Again, at the wedding, he's making this all about himself. Deep, deep wounds of betrayal. So I am not going to talk to my ex-wife, ex-partner, mother of the groom. I am the father of the groom. She is the mother of the groom. I will not speak to her because she hurt my feelings. I'm going to be petty on my son's wedding day. I expect no less, really. All right, this is probably the most telling part of Kody in this entire episode. Okay, so Kody's trying to reflect on the wedding. He said, I tried to insert myself into the fun as much as I could. You could tell right away He saw fun happening. And he has FOMO, which he just admitted in the last episode. So he kept trying to insert himself into that fun that was happening. Although he admitted that he's on the outs with all these people and he didn't even want to attend or be in their presence or see them. He was hoping he would not even go. But now that he's there, he can't stand it. His FOMO's killing him. So he's trying to insert himself into the fun.
There were so many family members that it was just like, hi, I love you, and let's get away from each other. I just inserted myself as best as I could into the fun. It was awkward enough.
So Kody reiterates that he too saw Christine there, but didn't talk to her. So I don't even think he said hello to Christine. Great. He's so mature.
I saw Christine there as well, but I didn't talk to her.
Christine said she was going to be friendly with everyone. Not friends, but friendly. That's exactly how you would react with a situation of a divorce. You put on your big boy pants and you go. You put on your big boy pants, by the way, not your big boy panties. Okay, Kody? So you put on your big boy pants and you show up and you're just friendly to everyone. But he can't do it. To him, that's a little bit of submission. He needs to maintain his position of authority. So he's just going to say, hey, to the mother of the groom, the woman who birthed this child for him and raised him all these years into an amazing, amazing young man. And he's going to completely ignore.
No gratitude from you.
Okay. This is the best part. So he originally admits a whole bunch of fun is happening and he's trying to insert himself into it. Obviously, it didn't go really well and he wasn't well received into the fun of the group because this is his explanation next.
I did feel like some people were trying to look like they were having more fun than me. I mean,
there were people trying to look like they were having more fun than you were. Okay, first of all, I guarantee everybody was having more fun than you, Kody. The rest of the family, they can go have a good time. They're all getting along with everybody. They just had a ball. I'm sure of it. It probably looked the same as it did for Christine's wedding. A bunch of jumping, dancing, laughing, having a good time. Kody trying to insert himself into that. Not working out. So therefore, he's now interpreting everybody having fun as people pretending to have more fun than he is. There's no way they could be having more fun than him. He's not going to allow that to get on television. He is scared that somebody's going to say that he was awkward, that he was trying to insert himself into situations where people were like, we haven't talked to you in 1.5 years. Don't jump up and down and swirl your Shirley Temple curls all around me. I'm not interested. Personal space. Stay back, Kody. So now they're pretending to have more fun than him. He finds this so funny.
Like some people were trying to look like they were having more fun than me. I mean,
it's so funny. Wait, I got something to tell you. Wait. Okay. Here we go. They were trying to act like they were having more fun than me. God, you can read this man like a book, like a picture book.
I mean, this is how childish this whole divorce has been.
The acting this man does. And the ironic part about it is that he is talking about how other people are acting. Again, here we go. Projecting. He's going to act now like this is all so funny. And here's the line from the trailer.
Such a teenage drama.
This is the teenage drama? I see no drama going on at all. It's all Kody.
I don't like you any more than you like me. You know, it's civil war. Total civil war.
Kody and his hurt feelings, trying to act like everything is okay and he's still part of this family. Acting like everything he's said and done for the past 2 to 3 years didn't happen.
Wow! The land of make-believe!
Some of the family came up and gave me a hug, and I just embraced them back, and I got an I love you from Gabe, and I told him I loved him back. I felt like there could have been more positive interactions there that weren't there.
So obviously there were positive interactions, but not enough. Not enough for Robin. I felt like there could have been more positive interactions. A lot of people came up and gave me a hug. Some people even said I love you. But I feel like there could have been more. It's a shame. It's a shame. Now we get probably the saddest line from all of this. And that even trumps Janelle saying, I'm glad we're not going to have a whole lot of these get the family together events. I mean, that's sad in and of itself to say, I'm glad our family's not going to all be together. But then Kody says something even more sad.
Overall, the whole wedding was just sad for me.
Overall, the whole wedding was just sad for me. You know what's sad is it's all fixable. It's been fixable for years, but Kody refuses to fix it. His ego refuses to let him fix it. That's what's sad. The boys, they need their dad. Those girls, especially Truly and Savannah, they needed their daddy around. He's too stubborn. It's so sad. Okay, we have another little bit of kind of rewriting history, but also rewriting the potential future. This is very interesting. Kody says that at the time that Christine moved his stuff out of the house, he thought she was just joking.
When Christine moved my stuff out of the house and she said, I don't want you to stay here anymore, it felt like a betrayal, but I wasn't sure that she was being serious.
She literally boxed up all his stuff, put his name on it, listed what was in the box, and stuck it in her garage and said, come pick it up. You're not staying here anymore. Again, in response to Kody saying, we will never have a relationship ever again. We will never have marital relations ever again. But I'm willing to still do my duty and just show up and spend the night here at your house.
Home cooked meal, perfect.
Christine's like, well, that's not a marriage, so I'm going to leave. So after he says those words to her, and she packs up all his stuff and says, okay, we're done, he thought she was joking. What woman would create that much more work for themselves? Do you not know how busy women are? Kody, I know you just drive around all day and buy gloves, find trees to cut down. The Lorax would not like you. Maybe do a little gambling, buy some more heavy equipment. But the wives are holding the fort down. They're making sure everything's getting done. They're making sure the kids are taken care of, fed, clothed, school, appointments. It's all getting done by them. Yes, you are completely unaware of this because why on God's green earth do you think she took everything that's yours, put it all in boxes and filled up her whole garage and told you to pick it up? Like she was going to turn around and put it all back? Never going to happen. You didn't take it seriously. Come on.
It felt like a betrayal, but I wasn't sure that she was being serious.
It felt like a betrayal? You just betrayed her. You just abandoned her and said, I'm not going to be together with you anymore. So she said, okay, here's your stuff, go. And he's like, I'm confused. This feels like a betrayal, but I'm not sure. His words. Okay, so then Kody says, I think that if Christine and I would have just broken up as friends, it would have been better for the whole family. Well, I mean, they kind of did. Christine was happy and fine. I mean, she wanted him out of there, but they didn't like have a big blowout fight. After she actually left, she came back and she's like, listen, I think things are okay. He's the one that kept reacting. She was calm, cool, collected throughout all of it. Listen, I think it's over. You told me it was over, so let's just move on. Blah, 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 blah. What do you mean? He got so angry at her for like a year. Well, more than a year, because clearly he's still angry. And delusional because he said we should have just broken up as friends because...
I think that if we would have just broken up as friends, it would have been better for the whole family. Make it so we could get back together another time.
He thinks they would have gotten back together if it was a friendlier breakup? First of all, she was friendly the whole time. You were the angry one. You were angry Kody. Remember angry Kody? Very angry Kody. But he's using we now in this. Okay, fine. No matter how it would have happened, after everything that went down, it's shocking to me that he honestly thinks, had we been a little nicer to each other, we could have taken some time apart and then just gotten back together again.
Have you lost your mind?
Honestly, this has been the pattern in his life. He always gets what he wants. The wives have always given him what he wants. We talk about this ad nauseum because that's how polygamy is set up. The wife has to keep sweet, be nice, serve her man, and be the perfect Stepford housewife when he's there because she only gets him once every 4 days. And therefore, he can be as mean or rotten as he wants because if they argue with him during the time, that's how it's going to be left until he comes back. And then they're going to feel bad the whole time because they're all desperate for attention and time with him. So they are forced to be put into a situation to make every minute count in a positive way.
Even though it's fake,
Now, this framework that was set up, it has led to Kody believing that when things go awry, he can just pick up and leave and go to another wife's house, come back 4 days later, and everything's going to be okay. He doesn't have to talk through anything. He doesn't have to work through anything. He doesn't have to apologize at all. He doesn't have to make amends. He never has to be the bigger person, and he never has to humble himself. And eventually, everything's going to be okay.
That's a sweet gig.
He has a real hard time accepting the fact that framework is broken. As soon as he had a preferential wife, treated the rest like mud, they weren't willing to keep letting him come back over and over again. Oh, they were for 15 years or thereabouts. But finally, he broke them and they said, enough, we're done. And he cannot understand it. He's so baffled. Honestly, in this interview, season 19, he's still saying, if we were just a little nicer during our breakup, we could have taken time apart and then come back and everything would have been fine. No. Hey there, everybody. Thank you for watching all the way to the end of part 1. There will be a part 2 coming sometime this week. And based on how much I recorded when I talked about this on Sunday night afterwards, I recorded all the way till 2:30 in the morning. There may even be a part 3. Be sure to let me know down below what you thought about it, your thoughts, your feelings. And if you feel so inclined, hit the like and subscribe button too. Thank you.